Dear cosmic citizen from Earth and beyond the stars, welcome to this pilot series. Together, we'll travel through time, consciousness, and discover who we are, where we came from, and where we're heading next. This series unfolds in 3 episodes: The Truth About Us and the Journey on Mama Gaia, a remembrance of our origins and the sacred path we walk on Earth; The Lost Cities with their golden ages and traditions, a dive into forgotten civilizations, their golden ages, and the wisdom they left behind; and the divine road to the final golden age, our return to light, to unity, and the final and everlasting golden age of humanity. Take a deep breath, open your heart, and let the journey begin. Without any further ado, let's dive into the first episode, The Truth About Us and our journey on Mama Gaia. Starting with a question: is the official history of Earth fully accurate and complete? Let's try to find out, shall we? Earth is 4.5 billion years old, as far as we know. We know about dinosaurs living here from around 230 million years ago, pre-humans evolving from the ape lineage around 6 million years ago. From that point on, these pre-humans further developed into the human shape we know today, approximately 200,000 years ago. From those early humans, it took us only 200,000 years to develop and evolve into the modern society we have today. So if we consider our pre-human ancestors, it took us only 6 million years to become intelligent. Which is quite remarkable if you consider the grand history of Earth. Earth is billions of years old, right? According to the mainstream calculations. So why did it take so long for humans to emerge? And are humans the only intelligent species that has ever lived on Earth? Can't wait to find out. Let's dig in some powerful history. Let's go. A few of these stories are carved in caves and in ancient structures. I believe our ancestors wanted to tell us about profound events they witnessed, like we tell important stories in the news and media today, right? Yet our mainstream historians discard these drawings as fantasy of less evolved generations. But hold on. The drawings took time to make and they were made by adults. I don't think those people would take that much effort for simply nothing, right? I think the mainstream community is stuck in a known narrative. Moving on. In the mainstream story, we know about human societies evolving into some powerful empires. To name a few, the late Egyptian Empire, the Greek Empire, and of course the Roman Empire. All of these empires had supreme leaders at the center of those society. That's important to remember because within these empires only a few had all the wealth of the world. And there was a lot of poverty among the people. So nothing has changed, right? So we can conclude that these empires were low vibrational empires. If leadership is centralized, it can only work for a society if those leaders are enlightened beings. But from what we know about the leaders from back then, is that they were all power hungry, they all had concubines, they were sexual predators. Sorry for saying this, but that's the truth. In the third dimension, leaders will most likely be power hungry and egoistic, unfortunately. In my opinion, centralized leadership should be something from the past. You are a sovereign cosmic citizen and you don't need a leader to decide for you, I promise. We are all adults and we can choose to get together in smaller groups to discuss important topics. We have the power to make decisions together. We can change the world together, okay? But first we need to learn about our golden history. Now, we can find information scattered all over the internet. For instance, information about Atlantis and Tartaria. These stories are popping up more and more because the truth will always prevail. But information about our true golden ages, which spanned all over the world or in big parts of the world, really needs to be disclosed. Really. However, disclosure will not come from our governments. We stand together within this community and we're taking on the job of disclosure from within. Remember that we are all sovereign beings and we don't need confirmation from our so-called leaders. Okay? Now, why are the stories about our golden past missing? What's the point? Well, if we would know exactly where we originate from, we would never accept the current structure on Earth. Because if we learn about our actual history, we also learn about the beings which were there. The beings which lived together with us. Okay? And the amazing technologies they already had back then. Like free energy and AI, believe it or not. We would realize that poverty did not exist within those golden ages. Think about that. No poverty. Moving on. Master Jesus Christ shared divine truths in a time when such wisdom was forbidden, hidden in mystery schools. Yet, he still spoke his truth and taught that the kingdom of heaven is among us. How powerful! How powerful is that? Think about it. The kingdom of heaven is among us, is what he said. Wow! Now, what about craft seen in our skies by millions of people, including me? I will explain more in a later episode, okay? I know, some of these sightings can easily be explained. Those sightings may have been a drone, a weather balloon, or a zeppelin, or listen to this, a futuristic hot air balloon. I mean, everything is possible today, right? However, many sightings remain beyond the reach of our limited understanding. Okay? Think about it. Now, what about the ancient cave drawings showing again ships in the air? I mean, are we truly alone in a universe with countless galaxies and planets? Personally, no chance. I don't think so. I believe the universe is filled with life. And if we raise our frequency through healthy food, pure water, meaningful work, and present living, we begin to perceive that truth. When we rest well, live joyfully, and follow the law of attraction in our benefit, okay? We naturally raise our frequency. Let God live through you. But please don't think of God as an old man with a white beard sitting in the clouds. That image is symbolic, not literal. Thank you, Michelangelo. No, I really like that painting a lot. But the true I am presence is not male or female, but all that is, the Alpha and the Omega. Okay? Now, when Master Jesus referred to the Father, he was speaking about the love emanating from the Prime Creator. Again, it's not an old man sitting in the clouds. Okay? Erase that idea, please. That's not correct. God cannot be contained in a single entity. That's impossible. Master Jesus wanted to teach that the divine spark lives within us. We all have that same divine spark. Really? Yes, really. Master Jesus said, "For even the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give his life a ransom for many." How powerful! The kingdom of God is among you. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I mean, if you can command a mountain to move, doesn't that show the power is actually within you? Master Jesus simply was telling us that God lives within us, yet humanity became too busy worshiping Him instead of applying His teachings. But listen, I respect all religions, and there are many faithful people within all religions. Truly, I deeply respect them. Okay? My message is simply to remind you that the kingdom of heaven is within you. Okay? It's your divine essence, it's your consciousness. Okay? Now, there have always been enlightened beings guiding humanity, from prophets to modern spiritual teachers like Osho, Eckhart Tolle, Moji, Amma, and many more. I believe they are our modern prophets, radiating divine love and presence. How powerful! You'll recognize a prophet by their aura. Their energy feels unlike anything ordinary. Okay, their message uplifts and awakens. Now, our understanding of God has evolved since the days of Jesus Christ. Now we're ready to comprehend just a little bit more. Let's explore that. Okay? God is not a male, not a female. God is not an entity, but present in everything. Can you believe it? In literally everything. In the smile of a child, the rain, the mountains, the oceans, the stars, the animals, and every atom in creation. Okay? God is all that is, the source, the creator, the prime consciousness. Wow. Now, when you speak to God, remember, you're not talking to someone out there. You're communicating with the entire field of consciousness, the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning without a beginning, and the end without an end. Don't even try to understand that, okay? It's what it is. God is, okay? God is the infinite loving presence that listens and responds. If you feel a surge of divine love while hearing this, bingo, that's it, you're onto something. That divine, all that is presence, also lives within you. It's your consciousness. Okay? Now, how to access this power? Well, what do we know? Be still and know that I am God. When you meditate or move with conscious flow or lose yourself in creative joy, you connect with that same divine space. Okay? Listen, I'm an inline skater. When I'm inline skating in nature, feeling the rhythm and flow, I access that same I am space. Okay? It feels incredible, like being carried by light somehow. And I'm sure you felt it too, in moments of deep focus or achievement when everything feels effortless, almost divine. That's the flow, your connection to the source. Okay? Now, I'm going to share a meditation to reach this all that is space. Start with closing your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Let your breath regulate naturally. Allow thoughts to drift by like clouds. Don't hold them. Rest in awareness as if you're the sky and thoughts are just clouds. Focus on divine love, on pure consciousness, and feel deep gratitude. Okay? Now picture your third eye, the eye of the soul, opening and say, I have a body, but I'm not my body. I have thoughts, but I'm not my thoughts. If you notice your awareness shifted from personality to higher self, wow! Simply observe and enjoy the stillness. When you're ready, take 3 deep breaths, open your eyes, and drink clean water. Practice is the key, okay? Be gentle with yourself. This meditation helps raise your frequency and open the gateway to abundance. Once you step into your divinity, you'll remember that all knowledge already lives within you. Yeah, you don't need a guru or teacher, just awareness. And listen, I'm not here to teach you anything new, only to remind you of something you already know, only to help you remember. Okay? Listen, if you look straight ahead while your presence observes your mind constantly talking about past and future, you'll miss what's happening right in front of you. Because your higher self becomes focused on the mind, but your higher self is actually God, the Alpha and the Omega. Okay, it's just a tiny splinter of God, but unmistakably God. Do you really want to direct that divine power towards the endless chatter of your mind? I hope not. So try living now in the present moment. When you look at something, look through your eyes with your awareness. Okay? When you consciously focus on what's in front of you, you become fully present. You begin to notice all the sounds around you, and you realize how much is unfolding in this very moment. Maybe you will see a traffic sign that directly answers the question you asked yourself a few minutes ago. Okay? When you're present, you begin to witness miracles unfolding right before your eyes. Now, I think, therefore I am, is an illusion of the mind, folks. You're not the thinker, you're the infinite presence observing the thought arise. This knowledge has been hidden from humanity because once you live from this divine awareness, you naturally ascend to higher dimensions. Yet, what do most of us focus on in daily life? You know, I don't have to explain it, but I will tell you. Bills, debts, mortgages, your rent, insurances, groceries, and so on. We treat these as unchangeable facts, but they're not. They're simply the result of our earlier creation. Life is like a blank canvas. Your thoughts are the brushes. And when you believe those thoughts, you actually add paint, and your brushes start painting whatever you believe. That's the law of attraction. You've been doing this all your life without realizing it. Let it sink in. The facts you see today are merely yesterday's paintings. Okay? If you keep focusing on your current result and keep thinking negatively about your situation, that will become your next painting, your next result. Low vibrational energy simply drains you, okay? You lose motivation, you stop feeling inspired to do anything positive, you talk and think only about your problems, and all your energy is consumed by those constant stressful thoughts. When I used to buy something in a store, I'd check my bank balance first. But before even checking, I would already think small, expecting lack. Okay, when I received a message, I'd assume it was bad news. When I woke up in the morning, I'd instantly feel stressed as if I had forgotten something important. Okay, that's how the false matrix keeps us trapped, like wearing a straitjacket made of fear and limitation. But hang on, that's just a nightmare we call reality. It's all limited fear-based thinking. That's what I call the false matrix. Okay? Yet if we realize that our thoughts are that powerful, if we truly understand that we have the power to change everything, folks, would you still hold on to this negativity? Well, many people are still fully immersed in this false structure. They believe the mainstream narrative and will defend it with their very lives. So please be gentle with them. Eventually they too will awaken to the truth because it's inevitable. So please, please, don't give away your divine power to these so-called facts. Remember, your presence is your divinity, your presence is abundant by design, the law of attraction is real. Use it in your benefit. So don't linger on the amount that's currently in your bank account. Linger on the amount you wish to see there. If you place your focus on low-dimensional structures, you will receive more of them. Remember the blank canvas? Your divine self is abundant by nature, and the cosmos will always give you precisely what you focus on, what you've painted with your thoughts. Okay? So please be Neo from the matrix while the agents, your bills, debts, mortgages, insurances, are firing at you. Look at them calmly and say no. By recognizing your own divine power, you stop the bullets before they reach you, you defeat the agents without even trying, you step into your divine abundance where you will be able to pay for everything effortlessly and still have plenty left to chase your dreams. Okay? You might be thinking, easier said than done, right? Well, if you believe it's hard, you create resistance. We're all human, I know, and during hard times we react with anger, fear, sadness, or stress. This creates pressure in our chest. That pressure is your heart speaking to you saying, stop this. As soon as you feel that heaviness, take 3 deep breaths and gently whisper, I am safe and protected by God. God and I are one. Remember, God is infinitely bigger than your bills. Bills cannot stop God, and God is always close, right there in your heart. Feel that you live in God's economy, which is infinite, ever-flowing, and full of abundance. Now, also think about your own space, your living environment. Sound plays a vital role in your energy. When you listen to low vibrational music, songs about pain, heartbreak, or struggle, your vibration lowers to match that frequency. Also, instrumentals can have a positive or negative impact on your frequency, so choose sound wisely. Okay? Listen to music that uplifts you, that reminds you of love, joy, and expansion. Now, light is equally important, so avoid harsh fluorescent lamps or cold light tubes. They disturb your natural energy flow. Instead, fill your space with warm light, the kind that smooths your soul and helps you feel calm. Okay? Now, the art and imagery in your home also matter deeply. What you see every day shapes your frequency, believe it or not. Hang a beautiful photo of your family, perhaps in a royal setting, dressed beautifully, smiling confidently. See yourselves as the radiant, abundant souls you truly are. Okay? Or display art that reflects abundance and happiness. If a painting, sculpture, or photo inspires joy and confidence in you, and you can afford it, which you will be able to because you're using the attraction, the law of attraction in your benefit, it will amplify your vibration. Be creative with your sacred space and let your environment mirror your higher self. Now take 3 deep breaths and picture divine light entering your body. As you exhale, release all limiting thoughts and let them flow out of your being. Then gently whisper to yourself, beloved source, move as me. Visualize a light being of pure light entering through your pineal gland, activating your chakras and illuminating your entire being. You are in direct contact with the skylight, your own divine light radiating outward, bright, beautiful, and powerful. Feel a warm, relaxing sensation spreading through every cell in your body. Now softly declare, by the light of God, I invite only benevolent, love-aligned emissaries in the highest truth and in service of my soul and divine plan. I stand in full sovereignty. I radiate in full trust. Whatever you sense, stay centered and aware. If you hear a tone, breathe it in. If you see a shape, remember it and draw it later. If nothing happens, bless the quiet and trust that God always responds. To close this meditation, anchor the light down through your legs to the soles of your feet and into the earth. Now whisper, Mother, I root this light here. Then drink some clean water. I sincerely thank the YouTube channel GFL Station for sharing this beautiful meditation. I'm passing this divine gift to you to help you awaken and live with our divine power. Please also visit their channel. Their content is truly uplifting and filled with light. Now, I will share yet another powerful meditation with you, this time to attract wealth and abundance in your life. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths and let your thoughts drift by like clouds in the sky. Always return gently to your divine breath. Now visualize your aura glowing brighter, stronger, and expanding all around you. See yourself surrounded by golden light, the light of prosperity and joy. Then speak directly to your aura. Command it with confidence and love. Say, I'm a magnet for abundance. My presence is wealth. Money is safe with me. Success flows to me effortlessly. I'm aligned with expansion. I sincerely thank the YouTube channel Napoleon Hill Notes for inspiring this powerful meditation. I share it with you to awaken the divine presence within you and to help you live in absolute abundance. When you practice these meditations regularly, you will begin to live in abundance naturally. Don't wait or worry about the how. Simply thank God and trust that God will answer at exactly the right time. Now, take a moment to write down what you truly want in this life as if you already have it right now. Write in the present tense, I already have my dream computer and I'm playing amazing games with my friends. I already have my boat and I'm sailing on beautiful waters with my loved ones. I already live in my dream house and every morning I wake up in gratitude. Feel each word as if it's real now. Visualize it clearly. Make it vivid, detailed, joyful. Have fun with it. Listen, if your dream is a home, visit the area you'd like to live in. Smart, isn't it? Walk through the houses for sale. Imagine yourself already living there, filling it with warm creativity and love. Let gratitude fill your heart because what you imagine in truth, you begin to manifest. Isn't that powerful? When you invite God into your daily life, everything begins to flow effortlessly. Okay? Take a single minute each day to do this simple meditation. Close your eyes one more time. Take 3 deep breaths. Notice your breathing as a stream of consciousness. When thoughts appear, let them pass and return back to your breath. Now set your intention and whisper, I and the divine presence are one. Feel gratitude. And say, beloved source, think through my mind, speak through my mouth and act through my body. Then simply observe and return to your breath. Do this often and you will step fully into your divine power. You already have this power. You never needed any external source. Don't believe in outlets or individuals who claim to be the only source of truth. No human, no matter how enlightened, has a monopoly on the divine. Okay? Some of these so-called spiritual influencers or truth channels are not working in service of the light. They may speak of awakening, but often their messages are laced with fear, control, or superiority. Always listen carefully to your intuition. Feel the energy behind the words. Does it bring peace and expansion or fear and confusion? If it doesn't feel pure, if it doesn't uplift your soul, then simply walk away. The truth does not need to shout. It resonates quietly in your heart with warmth and recognition. True awakening is not about knowing all the secrets of the world. It's about feeling the truth of who you are, a divine expression of God in human form. Wow. It's about living in alignment with love, being compassionate towards others, and walking through life with presence and gratitude. When you awaken, you no longer seek validation from the outside world. You realize that God lives within you and through you. But please, be aware there are also false light teachings, messages that appear positive but subtly pull you back into fear, hierarchy, or dependency. They might claim you need our technique to ascend, only this path will save you. But that's not divine truth. God never withholds access, ever, ever, okay? The divine source is already within you, free, infinite, and unconditionally available. If any teacher makes you feel small, incomplete, or dependent on them, step back. A true teacher reminds you that you are already whole. A real messenger of light encourages independence, self-trust, love, not worship. In this world of endless information, your most reliable guide is your heart. When something feels off, trust that feeling. Your heart knows truth faster than your mind can analyze it. Discernment is not judgment, it's awareness. You can love all beings and still say no to what doesn't resonate. That's divine maturity, living with compassion and clarity. Now let's dive a bit deeper into the journey of Mama Gaia. According to the Bible, we were created by God, right? But the original source text actually spoke of gods, not a singular God. However, if you realize that separation is merely a dream of the third dimension, you'll understand that God is already plural. God is a unity of consciousness expressed in many forms. So, who was this God who created us? To answer that, we need to go even deeper. We need to talk about the Galactic Federation, folks. And no, I'm not talking about the next episode of Star Trek. Although, interestingly enough, Star Trek was created to prepare humanity for future space travel and to open our minds to the existence of other civilizations beyond Earth. Believe it or not. So, what is the Galactic Federation? It is essentially the government of the universe, a vast alliance made up of many councils from countless star nations, including Lyra, Sirius, the Pleiades, Andromeda, Orion, Arcturus, and many more. Every major action, especially those involving Earth, requires authorization from all councils. Can you believe it? Now, astronomers recently discovered an object known as Triae Atlas. According to several sources, it originates from the Lyran star nation. It's a ship, folks. If you have a powerful telescope, look for a large object with a greenish glow. If you find it, bingo! You may be looking at a spacecraft from the Galactic Federation. Welcome to our new reality. Now, back to the Galactic Federation. The Galactic Federation is responsible for seeding life throughout the universe. They came to Earth to do the same here, an event known as the Galactic Seeding of planet Earth. In ancient text, these beings were described as God. Wow! From what I've learned through research and observation, a being known as Ra is a leader within one of the galactic councils, believe it or not. He was recognized by several ancient civilizations as part of the Anunnaki. Each culture gave different names to the same types of celestial beings. Now think about it. If a giant luminous being stepped out of a spacecraft thousands of years ago, wouldn't our ancestors have worshipped them as gods? Even today, think about it. If the object, Triae Atlas, were authorized to land on Earth, and a Lyran being with the appearance of a great tiger stepped out, many would see them as angels or divine messengers. Others would simply refuse to believe their own eyes, thinking they were going mad, crazy. But the grand reveal will absolutely come sooner or later. And the sooner humanity begins to live consciously, the sooner that moment will arrive. Now, let's travel even further back to the age of the dinosaurs. These magnificent beings ruled Earth between approximately 230 and 66 million years ago, a reign of nearly 150 million years. Can you believe it? Humanity, by comparison, have become intelligent in roughly 6 to 7 million years. So if dinosaurs had such a long evolutionary timeline, isn't it possible that some became intelligent long before us? Think about it, folks. Many channelers today report contact with tall, intelligent, dragon-like beings, right? I believe these are direct descendants of the dinosaurs. And perhaps some of these beings still live deep beneath the surface of the earth in vast, undiscovered territories. Why would they hide from us, you might be thinking? Because from their perspective, we are insane, lunatics, maybe even zombies in their eyes. You know? Think about it. We kill each other, we act out of fear, we discriminate, and we even threaten the earth with nuclear weapons just to prove our dominance. Did you know the nuclear agreement between the United States and Great Britain has been renewed for another whopping 50 years? This is why we are here, you and I. This is why we must stand together, no matter your religion, the color of your skin, the language you speak, planet or galaxy of origin, gender or sexual orientation, whether you're a heterosexual or a LGBTQ+. You are a magnificent cosmic citizen. You are one of the most powerful and beautiful beings you can possibly imagine, for crying out loud. Let's celebrate diversity. How do you expect a grand reveal from beings from other star nations could possibly occur if we can't even accept diversity among each other? Think about it, folks. Now, speaking of the LGBTQ+ community, I live in the Netherlands where we celebrate Gay Pride every year. I'm a heterosexual. I love my girlfriend, but I absolutely love the Gay Pride event, you know? I celebrate it because it radiates joy, freedom, and authenticity. Everyone should have the right to be exactly who they are without apology. Don't you agree? You're the most powerful and beautiful being you can imagine. Let that truth fill your heart with love and understanding. We should never fight each other because of our differences. We should celebrate them because we have so much to learn from one another. Everyone has unique talents, and those gifts are meant to be shared. They are what make our collective simply so divine. Okay? Yet our current school systems are still rooted in the monetary structure. They focus on numbers, grades, and money, not on creativity and purpose. If you are good with numbers, you're considered successful. If not, you're labeled as problematic or less intelligent. But that's not truth, that's conditioning. A system designed to serve the monetary matrix, not the human soul. Children aren't meant to be uniform. They're meant to shine in their own unique ways. And when we build schools around creativity, compassion, and intuition, we'll finally be free from the system of enslavement. Now, let's return back to the seeding of planet Earth. To create human beings, the Galactic Federation chose the ape species because of their hands, perfect tools for making, creating, and shaping things in the physical world. According to Dolores Cannon, the American author and self-trained hypnotherapist, modern human beings were originally designed to live, wait for it, forever. There was no disease, no decay, no death yet. But everything changed when a meteor struck Earth carrying a non-native bacterium that infected the planet's inhabitants. That event introduced disease and with it mortality. The Galactic Federation was devastated, yet they decided to let life on Earth continue to evolve without further intervention, allowing free will to take its course. Now, why am I sharing all of this? Because you deserve to know your divine history, to remember where you come from, so you can realize what you're truly capable of, okay? Earth was once a paradise, an Eden-like planet, but over time she descended into denser dimensions as life unfolded and evolved. Still, Earth was always destined to rise again. to ascend back into higher realms of light. In the next episode, we will explore the golden ages with their traditions. By remembering our golden past, I hope we can come together to start building a new golden age, right here, right now, on this planet we call home. If you enjoyed this episode, please gently press the like button. It helps this message reach more cosmic citizens like you. Thank you very much. And if you wish to join our growing community, subscribe so we can journey together towards the new Earth. My name is Raoul Oosterlen and these videos were recorded in the Low Countries. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for being part of this awakening.